Hello, everybody. This is Dominic D'Angelo of WrestleZone.com. Today's date is February 29th, 2020. A special leap year happening. I just got finished watching AEW Revolution and recapping it for the website, which you can check out on WrestleZone.com. The full results, almost 4,000 words I typed out, which is pretty wild. Did a lot of writing tonight. But it was worth it because I thought AEW Revolution was one great pay-per-view, hence why I'm recording this. I've never done this before, but I just wanted to recap a couple of the things that I thought stood out. Obviously, Moxley winning the World Championship against Chris Jericho was quite the end cap to it all. Well-told story throughout. Mox just bleeding like a sieve out there was a sight to behold, to say the least. And Jericho's always good in that kind of role as the heel, and the crowd all across the board for the most part of the night, with the exception of the women's title match, the crowd was super duper into it, and that the only reason that I don't think that they were a little exhausted from the tag match beforehand, match of the night. That's hard to choose. The reaction Orange Cassidy got during his match with Pac, and then obviously the tag match between Hangman, Omega, and the Young Bucks really stood out, maybe as the top one. But you could make an argument for some other ones, no doubt about it. Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin was a nice little match. Pretty solid opener too with Dustin and Jake Hager, but. No, I thought it was a well-told story. We didn't have any crazy surprises in regards to new appearances or anything like that. But MJF and Cody, such a great story. I feel that putting MJF over was likely the right move. Cody's almost Teflon in regards to a lot of ways that he can still bounce back from whatever. And you're establishing stars, and that's something that I thought AEW did very well tonight. Like I said, with Orange Cassidy further solidifying Darby Allin, MJF getting put over. Plus, you just have all those other talents interacting with one another in regards to Jericho with the Inner Circle, like even Tito and even Ortiz and Santana. Just being ringside for the Jericho World Title match, I thought really put them on a higher pedestal too. I really can't say enough too about the crowd. Just overall, really brought a lot to the show, and it just really shows you what pro wrestling can be when you kind of have the handcuffs off. There's so many parameters that go with being in the WWE and what they lock their stars in on, whether it's scripts and the PG vibe, along with just Vince McMahon's Orwellian talk and speak and way of handling things. Is when you have that off, you see what pro wrestling can be like. And as far as commentary went, I thought they all did a very good job. You could really tell that the three of them have fun together, both JR, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone. And it really, I think, adds to the product and the enjoyment of the show. Overall, if I had to give it a rating, I would not. I think All In's still the number one, and that technically doesn't fit under the AEW category. But as far as that goes, I think this is my favorite AEW pay-per-view that they've had yet. I would give it at least an 8.5, maybe even a little bit more. But trying to think if there's any other notes I can really go over. Before the buy-in, there was the Dark Order took on SCU. They kind of teased a little bit as Daniels maybe being the exalted one, but he ended up solidifying his allegiance with SCU. Dark Order gets the win. It's going to be interesting to see where they go with that. I almost hope it's not Matt Hardy, just because it's... I think it would be pretty cool for Matt Hardy to go up against the Dark Order. But, I don't know. Dark Order needs a boost. They need somebody solid in that Exalted One role. And somebody like Hardy obviously almost fits it to a T. So, even if that does happen, I'm sure things will work out in that regard. What other matches did I like? Not a whole lot of promos going on throughout the night, obviously. Just straight up matches. And they told a lot of the story in the ring. I really enjoy Aubrey Edwards. And so does the crowd, obviously, because she got a big pop in the main event. I think she does a very good job at being, kind of to the T a referee in regards to intricacies and handling that. Also, I always give a shout out to Paul Turner, too, who I thought did a very nice job on the Dynamite match earlier this week, too. And, plus, they have no qualms with announcing names of the referees. Like Justin Roberts, every match, boom, hey, it's Bryce Remsburg, it's Aubrey Edwards, it's Paul Turner, it's, who's the other guy? Rick Knox. Is it Rick Knox? I hope it's Rick Knox. It's a Knox. He's on there. So, I mean, it makes it feel like a sport. And there's a lot of stuff where wrestling, like, it'll be very... Orange Cassidy really laid down the law this today. I feel he was just a good counterbalance. What a contrast between him and Pac, and for them to put on a match like that with one another really shows you the star power, and the reaction Cassidy got was just great. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, check out my review up on Wrestle. No, it's not a review; it's a recap. But check out the recap on WrestleZone.com. And be sure to check out for the aftermath of it all, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of stuff going on regarding it, in the night coming and the day after. So, WrestleMania's got some work to do, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, otherwise, follow WrestleZone on Twitter at WrestleZone.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Dominic D'Angelo, and I always feel like I got to plug something else. Oh, yeah. Always tune into the WrestleZone Daily with Kevin Kellum and the rotating set of guests he usually has on there. Robert DeFelice, Ross Berman, Angel Garcia. The list can go on and on. There he was, at least I know that Kevin was in attendance for the Revolution show tonight. I don't know if Ross was there or not, but great show. Had a lot of fun covering it, and hope to keep it rolling. Pro wrestling is a good time. You can feel free to criticize. You can feel free to praise whatever product you want, and that's what makes it great. AEW, I don't think there was a whole lot to criticize tonight, but if you do, sound off to me. Let me know. Okay. Again, this is Dominic D'Angelo, and you guys have a good night.